Welcome back. We're now going to have a look at another global system, and this is the lithosphere we're going to look at. To understand this, let's unpack what the Earth is made up of. Earth consists of three layers. We've got the crust, the mantle, and the core. All right? The crust is the outer layer of the Earth. This is where we are. This is where the plants are growing. Okay? This is the crust. And this is about 25 to 40 kilometers deep. All right? Now, the mantle is found beneath the crust. Now, the mantle comes after the crust. And this one is about 2,800 kilometers thick. The lithosphere is made up of upper part of the mantle and the crust. This is where the lithosphere is. The upper part of the mantle and the crust. The core is the center of the Earth, and it's about 6,950 kilometers of diameter. Okay. There are three main types of rocks that we need to know. Types of rocks that are found in the lithosphere. We've got the igneous rock, we've got the sedimentary rock, we also have the metamorphic rock. During the Stone Age, okay, humans used wood and stones for equipment and weapons. And when we come to the Bronze Age, we see humans refining ores, okay, and making use of copper to make implements. Hence the term Bronze Age. Okay, now we come to the Iron Age. You should be able to understand it. Iron Age means this is the time when humans made use of irons to make use of, to produce or make weapons and tools. Okay, so some kind of mining was done to get iron, and iron was used to make those weapons and other tools. Now let's come to look at mineral processing. Valuable metals are called minerals, and they are found in rocks on the Earth's crust. Okay? And actually down as far as the lithosphere, which is part of the upper part of the mantle and the crust. Mineral deposits from which metals can be obtained economically are called ores. So we've got things like iron ore, gold ore. This is where we can get old aluminium ore and other ores that we can think of. Okay? South Africa's minerals would include gold, manganese and iron, chrome, platinum, copper, coal, vanadium, zinc, silver, and lead. So all these mines that we see in South Africa are mining one or two or some of these things that we're talking about. Okay. When we look at iron, we see iron that in South Africa being mined at Beeshoek. We also see it in Tabazimbi, Limpopo, Phalaborwa in Limpopo as well, Kromdraai. Okay, all these areas, these are areas where iron is mined in South Africa. When iron is mined, a blast furnace is used to process it. Okay, and what happens there? In the blast furnace, we've got three main components, okay, comprising of coke, which is carbon, calcium carbonate, the next layer, which is a component which is calcium carbonate or marble, and then we've got the iron ore section, which is iron 3 oxide. Hot air is pumped through the bottom of the furnace to supply oxygen to burn coke. Okay, and when that coke burns, which is carbon dioxide is formed, plus a tremendous amount of energy. So this is an exothermic reaction where huge amounts of energy is given off or liberated in that reaction. It's exothermic. All right. And then the next part is the limestone part where calcium carbonate is. Because of that huge heat coming from the coke, burning the coke, the calcium carbonate, which is the second component of the furnace, melts into calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Okay? Then the carbon dioxide is made to react with unburnt coke, or carbon to form carbon monoxide. So that reacts with carbon dioxide to form carbon monoxide. Now, where is the carbon monoxide going? Now, carbon monoxide goes to, or it's used to remove the iron from the iron ore, okay, which is actually iron 3 oxide. Okay, now that reaction happens in this way. We've got the iron oxide solid reacting with carbon monoxide to give us now iron, okay, iron which is now pure. Okay, so we have been able to process iron from its ore, which is iron 3 oxide. And in that process also carbon dioxide is produced. Now, that carbon dioxide, you remember that carbon dioxide here is produced when limestone melts to calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. That carbon dioxide reacts with that to form carbon monoxide. So the same one here, the cycle continues. It goes back to react with carbon to give us carbon monoxide. Right, now let's meet in the next section of the lesson.